everyone. How's everyone doing on this Monday evening? I hope everyone had a beautiful day in whatever you did. If you had to go to work, whatever you were into, I pray that you had a beautiful day. It's pretty cold here, and so I got my hat on. It's pretty cold, but I wanted to talk about the right to do so, and does it make sense? You know, we hear that a lot today, that people come on YouTube, they come on these social platforms, and they say, I have a right to do so. I have a right to voice my opinion. I have a right for freedom of speech. I have a right. But does it make sense? And have you considered before you spoke it if it made sense? We do have a right to say things. We have a right, but we should really be careful and filter what we say, because sometimes it doesn't make sense. Or better yet, a lot of times some things are said and it doesn't make sense. Yes, we have a right to do. We have a right to say. But does it make sense to do it? Those are two different things. I have a right to do, and what it makes sense to do are two different things. And I'll give you an example. Flying a Confederate flag in your yard, and someone questions you and asks you, what's the purpose? Why are you doing that? And they give you an answer of, because I have a right to do so. But then that same neighbor that was asking about the Confederate flag can put a sign in their yard and say, I have a racist neighbor, because they have a right to do so, right? But does it make sense? Well, I would say no. Because if you were to put a sign in your yard that says, I have a racist neighbor, based on the neighbor that's flying the Confederate flag, guess what? It can start to cite violence, even create even stronger feelings that can lead to even more hatred and bigger problems in your community. So just because you have a right to do so should not mean that you should just do it without thinking about it and taking it into consideration. See, because I don't want it to be, and I pray that other people will see this and agree that setting the tone for hatred on social media should not be the standard for Black YouTubers, should not be the standard for people even on Facebook or any other TikTok or any other social platform. Setting the tone for hatred on social media should not be the standard for Black people. It just shouldn't. And so I invite you to revisit the concept of peace, the concept of love, the concept of unity, the concept of mercy, and the concept of humility. I invite you to go and visit those terms, revisit those terms, and consider, before you have a right to do it, consider what you will say or your actions before you do it. That's what I'm asking. And I invite everyone to consider that, to consider love, to consider peace, mercy, harmony, unity, mercy. Consider calling a truce to your beefs. Consider operating in love. Consider reacting to it in love instead of in hatred, instead of in a comeback. Because if God's got you, then God's going to protect you. And that's really pretty much it. I thank you for watching. Thank you for listening. God bless you all. Peace.